Hey guys, welcome back to Bird Nest Forums. This video is by far the most diverse video that we've created so far this year. We're going to show you guys some of the queen cells that were created from the last splits that we did over the last few weeks. We're also going to capture a swarm and catch the queen as she goes into the hive body, and then see another queen that was created by the bees from another split that we did. So we got a lot of material to go over this week. Let's get into it. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Bird Nest Farms. I'm back over at Claire's hive. It's been approximately a week since we tried to capture the swarm here on the tree. Just wanted to stop by and see if we were successful in wrangling those bees. Alright, let's see what we got here. Okay, I'm not seeing anything here. Let's open up the inner cover. And I don't see anything. So, looks like they decided not to stay in this one, which is not really uncommon. So, sometimes bees either don't like the location or have it in their head to continue on. So, we were unsuccessful with this one. So, we're back over here at the lucky tree. I wanted to just check on the other swarm that we had captured here the other day. And as I was walking by, just looking at the fence line, I noticed we've got another tiny little swarm of bees here. So what I'm going to do is go get Claire's hive. We just checked it and realized that we were unsuccessful there. So I will get her hive and put it up underneath here, and we'll see if we can't have another shot at developing Claire's hive. So I want to get this kind of set up before it warms up too much. Maybe it'll encourage these bees to stay this time. While we're here, we can see if we were successful on this other capture. Not seeing any activity out of it. It's getting a little warmer, so again, it's not a good sign. Alright, I was able to get the ratchet strap off the hive, and again, I'm not seeing any activity out on the front. So, looks like we were unsuccessful here as well. So maybe I'll just take this one. I forgot whose hive this one is. This might be Savanna's. I'll mention it down below, but we'll just move this one over to here. Try and capture this swarm here. It's interesting that on both these hives I used Swarm Commander, and both times I was unsuccessful. I'm not sure what that means or if that means anything, but there's a point worth noting. The others that we have not used Swarm Commander on, I don't believe we had that issue. Let me see before I say too much. Just make sure we still have bees. And we have bees. So, okay. Something just to note there. Alright, let me get this box set up. We'll try to capture this tiny swarm of bees. Alright, everybody, I finally got the hive set up. So I moved Savanna's hive from the tree that was knocked down from the hurricane. We were unsuccessful in the other swarm. So we've got this little tiny swarm over here that I'm going to try to capture. See, as the bees kind of fly past it, they seem to kind of get pulled in. It's almost like they want to join the swarm. So let me see if I can get this set up where I can, debating on whether I'm going to shake him or just try to grab him with my hand just to make it more entertaining. See if maybe we can see the queen. That'd be great. I think next time I'm going to bring like a white blanket or something to put down. I've seen other people drop the bees onto a white blanket and watch them kind of crawl in to the hive. That's always pretty interesting. It's really cool. But anyway, I think I'm just going to shake them in. It's difficult to film with one hand. So I think I'm just going to shake them in and try to capture with the camera as best I can. So I've got my hand on the branch, and we're going to shake them down. Let's see if I can get them both in the frame here. So it was really cold this morning, so I'm hoping that'll help us, where the bees are going to want to stay in. There's the queen right there. So she just went down into the hive, I believe. I lost her when I was trying to find her on the camera, but I saw her for a second. So when you're looking for the queen in a ball of bees, what I've learned is, and what I've seen other people suggest, is you're looking for what is different. Because if you looked at each individual bee, it would take you forever. And as you see, she went straight down into the hive. So we only had a split second to see her. So when you're looking for the queen, you're scanning the bees to see what's different. So when you do that, you can spot drones quickly. You can spot a queen, and then the more you do it, the better at it you'll get. So we definitely had a queen in here, and I believe she went straight down. See some fanning going on. I wonder if maybe I can light the smoker and smoke it. See if that'll help dissipate the queen's pheromones from this area. So let me shake this one more time, and I'll put the lid on it, and we'll see in about a week or so. Of course, the first time that I decide not to film a hive, I see the queen. So there she is. You see how long her abdomen is. I'm trying to hold it still. So you see the difference in her and the others. This is in one of the little small hives we have here. Anyway, I thought I'd share that with you. We put her back in the hive real quick, but the second queen we've seen today, so that's really cool. Wanted to show you guys the ant pressure on this hive. Look at how much ants there are in here. These black ants. Sometimes it happens to these hives. what you can do, or what I do, is I take some ground cinnamon and I'll sprinkle it up there on the top of the telescope and hive body up there. And the ants don't like it, so it helps the bees not to work so hard to be keeping the ants out of the hive. So we'll do a quick inspection on this one. We'll see what we can do to help these ants, help these bees get rid of these ants. So we're doing another inspection, and we found our second queen, our third queen of the day. The first was in the swarm, and I believe this was Michael's hive. So we're on a roll today. 3 queens. Well, this is a new queen. So they made their own queen. She hatched, went out, was mated back in. So let's put her back up. So I thought you would find that interesting. Alright, so we're over at one of our honey production hives, and I tried to give the bees a minute to calm down. There's something about the microphone that they're really not liking, so maybe I'll have to stick it in the veil somehow. But anyway, so we needed to come to this hive to try to get some eggs for Brianna's hive. So what I'm hoping to do is jump into one of our production hives, take a frame of eggs, put them in Brianna's hive, and then swap back an empty frame into here. So just real quick, you can see that we have two deeps here. So this is where our bees are going to have their brood and their resources. And then this is the honey supers. This is where we take the honey out of. We spin the honey and take it out of here. So I'm going to make sure that I've got all my PPE on, because they're pretty hostile this morning. I'll give them a good bit of smoke. We'll see if we can get in to one of these brood frames. See if we can get a frame of eggs. I use quite a bit of smoke because it's still kind of early. It's warming up a little bit from where it was earlier today. But we still don't want to make them very angry. Get a little smoke. Give them a second. I'm going to jump right in. Go straight to removing these honey supers. So the top one is empty. The second one is full. So we're straight into the brood frame now. Make sure you guys can still see that. Alright, I'm going to make some room. Already see. Almost looks like a queen cell there on the top. So I'm curious as to what that's about. Maybe they want to supersede. It's just a strange place to see a queen cell. This is a frame of honey, mostly capped, some uncapped at the bottom. Heavily purpleized frames again. Wow. So it looks like a queen cell over here as well. So something's, I don't know if these guys are going to supersede or not. But that's the second one that I've noticed there in the corner. So lots of drone brood in here as well. This hive was really strong, so I hate to see it supersede. But they know what they're doing. Not seeing any eggs at all. So I don't know if there was something this queen got injured or what's going on with this one, but she could have also been one of the ones that swarmed. Okay, so see some cat brood on this side. Top, again, queen cells here. So beings that I've seen, there's 2 queen cells. There's another one down here at the bottom that looks like it's about to emerge. There's a 3rd one there. So 1 there, 1 there, 1 there. So lots of queen cells on this one. So I think what I'll do is I'll take this and put it in Brianna's hive. All those queen cells. I'll put this in Brianna's hive, and that'll give them a head start. This hive has queen cells on other frames. So by doing that, we'll give Brianna's hive a head start. So I didn't stop recording, which was fortunate because I just see how I can do this. I was looking to ensure that this hive had more queen cells. I don't know if you guys can see that, but the cap is actually off of the queen cell. So here's the queen cell here, and the cap is actually off of it. So this queen emerged, and she hopefully is on her mating flight, where she will hopefully come back to this hive. I have a really hard time seeing in the camera, but anyway, so this is her queen cell here, and then little lids off of it, so she ate her way out. So we may have lucked out on this one and actually saved the other queens before she was able to get to her. So there's some bird gum going on in the middle of that frame. But anyway, it's really cool to see right there. So then we're going to go in there and clean it, then they'll tear it down. So hopefully this queen's on her mating flight, and she'll return to this hive. Put our honey supers back on. This honey super is very cool. It's pretty heavy. Should line everything up properly. Our last honey super. So this one gives them room to expand here in our lid. And we'll put our brick on sideways to let us know that they did have queen emerge. Okay, so we just finished checking on all of our production colonies. All of these have eggs in it, so they're doing well. A couple of honey supers on each of these. So all of the cinder blocks that you see there, that's the kids' hives that are in the old bee yard. So this is a look at the new bee yard, which is kind of in the center of my property. So you'll see over to the left, that's Dakota's bees. And he's made a couple of splits over there, so those are for him and his honey production. And these are mine over here. So here's a couple of honey production hives here, and then we'll put the kids' hives in the back, starting here. So we'll go from here back, and this will be all the kids' hives that they've painted. So that's Liam's hive right there. I didn't film it, but there was a hive over that we had used. We work with one of the local bee removal companies, and they'll on occasion give us a call and have some bees for us to rehome instead of killing them. So they ended up over there, and it's kind of in the roadway as we turn. I've been wanting to move them. So we finally just split them and moved the majority of them over here. And this is Liam's hive here. So we got his hive started. The bees really are after this microphone today. I hope that the audio comes out. Besides just bees buzzing everywhere. Anyway, so the open spots are where we'll have move the kids' hives late one morning, or early one morning, late one night. And then we'll have kind of a separate area for the production hives here. So anyway, we got to see some queens today, which was something I had been trying to capture. So I'm glad that we were able to finally let you guys see a couple of queens. I'll try to point them out in the video as you watch them. Thanks for watching our videos. Please comment, like, and subscribe. If you want us to keep making them, as long as it's fun for us, we're going to keep making them. So thanks for watching.